What's up guys, and welcome back to On the Brick. Today I wanted to talk to you about 5 non-Star Wars MOCs that I would love to have. Because yes, despite focusing almost entirely on Star Wars on my channel, I do actually love a lot of other things and hope to be able to expand out in 2021. So here are a few sets that I would love to be able to show you. Like always, they're not in any particular order except the top spot. And I actually mean that this time, because in the number 5 slot is a set that I almost got for December, and that is the Rasanante from The Expanse. This is a set designed by Brick Gloria and has over 5,000 pieces. I absolutely love The Expanse. It is one of my favorite shows out there. I literally binged seasons 2, 3, and 4 in the matter of just a few days because to me it's just that good. If you like sci-fi, I would definitely give it a watch as season 5 is premiering right now. And this is seriously just a beautiful ship. It really captures what the Rasanante looks like, and if you check out Brick Gloria's Rebrickable page, you'll see that they have made plenty of other ships as well. Speaking of things that I absolutely love, in the number 4 slot is the UCS Thunderjaw from Horizon Zero Dawn. This set was designed by Tachi, and you can find the instructions on Brick Vault's website. It contains over 4,700 pieces and is a beast. Literally and figuratively this time. Horizon Zero Dawn was one of my favorite games of all time. I seriously enjoyed playing it and would love to actually sit down and play it again one day. And Nicola did a great job capturing the look and intensity of the Thunderjaw here, including being able to take off certain sections like you can in the game. In fact, the only thing I don't like about this build is something that you don't really even need to do and isn't technically included, and that's the minifigure for Aloy, who looks absolutely nothing like that. But the meat of the build, the Thunderjaw itself, is really amazing. It's posable too. Now it does need the stand to keep itself up because it's very heavy, but it's clearly a display piece and it's just awesome. Now, in the number 3 spot, we will be sticking with something that Brick Vault sells, and that is their Mad Max collection. Okay, I'm not that big of a Mad Max fan. In fact, I've literally only seen Fury Road and just don't really have interest in seeing the rest, but all of these vehicles are from Fury Road, so I don't really care. Personally as well, I'm not so into the smaller vehicles. I do really like them, don't get me wrong, but the reason these are on the list is because of the amazing war rig and that doof wagon. And the funny thing is, all of these were actually designed by the same guy who made the Thunderjaw. Here, the war rig is about 3,300 parts, and the doof wagon is just a little smaller at over 3,000. But there are so many details and little intricacies in all of these builds, it really looks like these just came out of a Lego Mad Max film. And I think this time around the recommended minifigures really do work for the vehicles and would definitely be something I would want to get if and when I build these. I know I'm not saying too much about the sets themselves, but that's because I don't have them and don't really know what to say outside of what I see from the pictures. I will say that if I get the war rig and the doof wagon, I will probably get the other vehicles as well just to complete the collection. Like I said, they don't look bad, I'm just more interested in the larger ones first. In the number 2 slot is something that I'm going to need your help with, because I have been looking for a Lego N1 for a very long time. Obviously I have found some and I do have some files, but no one has really made instructions for them yet, and building something like this without instructions might be more difficult than it's worth. For those of you who don't know, the N1 rocket was Russia's attempt to counter the Saturn V rocket. It was their moon rocket, and despite how impressive it might look, it never really worked. In fact, it did quite the opposite and failed catastrophically every single time. But just like everything else on this list, it looks really cool, it is so impressive, and is something that hopefully I can add to my growing rocket collection soon. But before we get to the number 1 slot, I would like to hear what custom sets you guys would like to have. Please do try to keep it non-Star Wars, as I have a separate video for that as well. Also remember to like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. Anyway, on to the number 1 slot. And I'm gonna cheat here a little bit, which is kind of okay since I'm the one making the rules, because for the number 1 slot, I'm including a set that I sort of designed. And it is my version of the original World Trade Center complex. If I was to talk about why this means so much to me, I would be here for hours, and honestly, I don't think any of you would want to hear that. This particular set does come with over 16,000 pieces, if I'm remembering correctly. It's probably more than that now since I have been doing some reworking on it and figuring some things out, really. In fact, since September when I first put out the video on it, a lot of people have reached out and helped me figure out a lot for it. They've sent me different designs, they've sent me different videos, different pictures. There's been a tremendous amount of help for this, so thank you guys for that. But for the record, what I'm showing you here is footage from the very first design, as any of the updates are kind of a mess right now that I'm still working on. I haven't made a completed version with all the updates yet. For anyone wondering, this sits on 4 base plates. I want to say it's 64 studs by 64 studs, and it's over a foot tall. The base alone is over 3,000 pieces, and I want to say the towers are about 2,000 pieces each. They might be 4,000 pieces, it's one of the two. I really should just go and look. But with the new computer, that's a little harder than it is right now, so it's one of those two. But the point being is that this is something that's been in the works for over a decade now, and I really hope that I can actually finish it in time for the 20th anniversary. And if you want to help make that happen, there is information in the description down below, along with links to the rest of the designs in this video. I want to send a huge thank you to all of my patrons who helped make these videos possible and keep this channel going all year. And also really quick, I'm not sure if there's going to be another bonus video this week. It's going to be a bit of a hectic week, so I'll try my best. In any case, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.